Let's talk about the race a little bit, guys. It seems like it was a battle between just Toprak and Bulaga. Lewis touched on it initially. Was it the race, TJ, that you thought was going to happen, or did you think that Bulaga was going to fight back even more? He got one race, he finished second, which was the cleanest racing he's done in a few without bad starts and not getting very good grid positions. But what are your thoughts overall? And we can talk about the Lowell brothers in that, and Petrucci, who broke his hand and still is the top independent rider, sitting out the next this past round and next round. So, what are your thoughts, CJ?
Yeah, I mean, overall, I thought it was a good track, good round. I mean, they were saying that it had low grip and all that good stuff, but Toprak and Boogla definitely put on a good fight for all three races. I mean, I was talking earlier. I'd never seen Toprak in a while start the way he did, where he had to actually fight to get back to the front all three races. And I felt that he was just being a little bully. He's being clean, but a little bully, just getting around people and knocking off people's lines just to get to the front. But he made his way. Took him only one lap, so it wasn't like too aggressive. But for him to pull out the first two was really crucial for him to sustain his championship. And Bulaga is trying really hard, so it's very important for him to get that last one. Still got a chance. That's all you want.
Right.
And just looking at last year, they had the same fight. They pulled out the same results basically. Toprak took two, Bulaga took one. So
right. Yeah.
Bulaga was a rookie last year. So
yeah. I mean, Toprak only walked away 6 more points. So that's as good a fight as you can get without winning all the races and taking away some points. Lewis, what are your thoughts on the weekend as well? It those are both you guys because they're rocking the Dainese suit. So I mean, on one hand, it doesn't matter who wins. It's a win-win.
Yeah, I mean, it matters who wins. I mean, I personally, I want Toprak to win because I want him to leave World Superbike on top.
Right.
But if Bulaga wins, I want Bulaga to also have a championship because this is a guy that's had a long journey to get to where he's at and to have this opportunity and to kind of know some of the background stuff that he's gone through to get to where he's at. I want to see him hit that, like the top of the mountain. I want to see him hit that pinnacle. So either guy that wins, I'm super happy for them. And I'm not actually sad for the other rider because if Toprak were to lose, he's still going to MotoGP. He's getting his dream. He's getting his opportunity to race with the greatest guys and really see where he stacks up with the fastest guys in the world on the fastest equipment in the world. If Bulaga loses, he has nothing to be ashamed of because he is literally racing what I consider one of the greatest superbike racers to ever exist, even though he only has one title or two titles. What Toprak can do on a bike, jumping from manufacturer to manufacturer, being in manufacturers that nobody else thought even had an opportunity to win, and taking the Yamaha and being competitive with the Yamaha and winning on a Kawasaki and taking a BMW that had little shots of brilliance here and there, like maybe one guy raced a little bit and had a good time. But think about all the guys that have raced for BMW since BMW went in there. You got Marco Melandri, ex-MotoGP star, never got a championship. You got Scott Redding, MotoGP star, never got a championship. I mean, there's a long list of guys that have been on BMW and could never do what Toprak did. Like, Toprak will go down in BMW history as the guy that brought them their first World Superbike championship.
There's always going to be a 54 bike.
Trust me, man. He is more than welcomed in any BMW dealership in the country. I guarantee you that he's going to have a brand new BMW in his house every couple of years for the rest of his life. Like, he did something for them that you can't buy that kind of publicity. You can't. You have to earn it.
Listen, that withdrawal next season.
Oh,
they're going to be under the bridges.
They're going to realize when they put the guys that they have next year on the BMW, they're going to realize how special Toprak was. Yeah. Because nobody else has been able to do what he did. And he does it on a consistent basis. It's not a one-off. It's not a Scott Redding won because it was raining. It's not a Marco Melandri won because it's his home track in Imola or this happened. This guy raced the best against the best at a time that the best were really high on a bike that nobody else can do it on.
Right.
And he did it.
And BMW's getting two former, one still in MotoGP right now, riders. So they're no slouches on their own. Both factory riders. So, it's going to be, we'll see at the end of the season if, how good of a rider Top Rock was in World Superbike. What are your thoughts, Shake, on Top Rock?
DJ, what you going to say?
No, I was going to say just
Mr. Ortiz.
No, I was going to say he rode so well that they still couldn't even win the team championship. Ducati got it, Ruby. Right. So, I mean, the amount of work that he put in, bust his ass, basically won every race for the past, I don't know how many races, or just being on the podium so much that they still couldn't win the team championship. So next year, like you said, it's going to be a eye-opening. I don't know who they're going to have on that BMW to. They can't replace it, but to even try to get close.
They've got Miguel Oliveira, and who else do they have, Rexy? I know they got Miguel Oliveira and Petrucci. No. I thought Petrucci was going to the factory Ducati team.
No, BMW. No, it's Ika Luca Ono is going to BMW. I mean, going to Ducati, Ika.
Okay.
Yeah, Ika's
so,
going
all right,
yeah.
So knowing that it's Oliveira and Petrucci, BMW is going to suck next year. There you go. They ain't going to do jack shit. Oliveira's going to be lucky if nobody hits him. And Petrucci, I mean, I hate to say it, the guy got flashes of brilliance, but he's well past the twilight of his career, man.
Yeah.
They should have looked at a hungry little tiger in World Supersport and got a hungry guy from World Supersport and get him that spot. Giving Petrucci that spot. I mean,
Petrucci's fourth in the championship, man. Come on, man. He's fourth in the championship, and he's hurt and was hurt earlier in one of the rounds when he jacked up himself. And as far as Oliveira, I think Oliveira is in a similar boat to Buliga because he's had such bad luck in MotoGP in the last few years. I think Oliveira is looking for a place where it's like he's Grant Hill right now.
He needs a fresh start.
Yeah.
Exactly. He needs to get traded to another team, get a fresh start, new coach, new players around him, and get an opportunity. And Petrucci being fourth in the championship, that's more of a slight on the level of competition after first 1 and 2 than it is that Petrucci has done so good to be in fourth.
Come on. No.
Wow.
Petrucci was nice in MotoGP, man. No, he was nice. He was nice on the factory team. He got 1 year on the factory. And he's don't get me he's nice. He's a late bloomer because he was a cop before he came into MotoGP. Remember, he had stepped away for a little bit and he was a cop in Italy. When he came and jumped on whatever the Avanti, whatever.
Yeah. The what do you call it? The CRT team or whatever.
Yeah. So I mean, but again, he had to work his way up there. He didn't come in like Oliveira did and so forth. And even, I mean, I don't think Ducati wanted to give him a 2-year deal factory. And then he wanted a 2-year deal, and BMW gave him that. So, I mean, I think he had a chance for factory too, but I think it was just going to be like another 1-year deal for him. But we will see. I mean, they're both talented riders, and if somebody takes Oliveira out, then I think he needs to sell insurance.
When don't say if. When somebody takes Oliveira out.
Right, a movie called "Wrong Place, Wrong Time" for him because there's so many. So let's talk about as you said the discrepancy between 1 and 2 and the rest of the field. We see Annoni. Annoni says he has a ride for next year. He hasn't said with who yet. He's shown flashes of brilliance. I mean, but this is an older guy. Ika, even though he signed to Ducati and coming off an injury, he still decided to race that Honda. He seems like, I think him and Zarco want to win so bad. And I'll put Acosta into this, that, you know, they kind of just push a little bit more than what that bike want to give them. And Ika, you know, crashed out a bunch, but he looked strong on the Honda. You know, what do you guys thought about those guys and some of the other guys I haven't mentioned? But, you know, we're also fighting, you know, Batista, you know, he looked good, even though he was struggling because he got 3 third places for the weekend. It was entertaining overall, but, you know, the star of the show was Bulaga and Tap Rock, and they did not disappoint. What are your thoughts, TJ?
Yeah, I mean, had a little fight. Ika, I mean, just like mid pack. Um, but yeah, like the Lowe's brothers and I want to say Bautista. I felt like he was just being annoying a little bit, holding up a pack of riders. And as you know, as they say, as the race goes on, his bike gets lighter, and you know, he doesn't use as much tire, so he can still keep a good pace. So he was kind of a little all over the place in a couple corners, but he was able to maintain, you know, 3 podiums as third place. But the pack of riders, I felt, still had a good chance to get up there. You know, um, Equal was one of them, and yeah, I thought that was
Jonathan Ray was
Jonathan. Yeah,
that flash
I
for
was
the
gonna
Williams.
say, yeah, Jonathan Ray actually, you know, had a taste for third, and then, you know, the second half of the race, he just drops off. But it's still good to see him up there. It was just a good fight after 1 and 2, fighting for like third and down. But I felt like Alvaro didn't have the best pace, but like that Ducati coming out of the corners, it just saved him basically. Where he was able just to pull away out of each corner where other
Right.
riders just couldn't catch up to him in enough time. And didn't want to dive bomb, you know. So, but yeah, I think Eco had a good weekend for keeping it up at least, and getting the results that he had. But you know, it was good to see, I guess, Albert getting 3 podiums in a row at his age, showing that he still got it, and he is a
Right.
good backup rider. I say, can still get you those points when you need them, and still has the intelligence to keep it going. You know, but I don't see
Right.
him as a #1 rider.
Right. Shakes, I'm gonna give you your final words because I know you have to get out of here in a few. It looked like you're already trying to sneak out the house the way you're looking, like you're sliding alongside the building.
No. Something caught my attention on the monitor. So I'm like looking at the monitor. I need my glasses. I can't see shit. So I'm like, what's going on? Because I'm checking my focus because I'm on the manual focus. Blah blah blah.
Oh, got you. Yeah, but you know, what are your thoughts on you know, these older guys in World Superbike that's struggling a little bit? You know, with Anone, who you know, this is his second year in World Superbike. He had a 4-year ban from MotoGP for illegal substance. You know, you got Petrucci, who's looking good, but he's breaking himself up, and some of these other guys. I don't know if you had a chance to catch World Superbike overall. But what are your thoughts of, you know, the Yamahas and the satellite Ducatis?
Hey, listen, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. But we said this last Wednesday. As you get older, this is not basketball. This is not football. The cognitive nervous system start to deteriorate. It's harder to see stuff, harder space. It's a brain thing, and nobody beats Father Time. And that's what sucks about this and F1 is just the cognitive just starts to disintegrate with the G forces and the training that it takes to even stay on those things and hold on.
Yeah, you showed that to us just now with your monitor and what you're trying to see.
Yeah, exactly. There it is. 20 years ago, I could have sat back here and saw the monitor. You know, now I'm like, oh, what's going on? There it is. There it is. I'm 51. It's over. Nervous system is gone. Eyesight gone. Hearing is gone. And you know what happens as you get older? Fear comes in. Right? When you're 20 and you crash, no big deal. Some die. That's not good. But 9 times out of 10, you can walk, you can stand up. You do a bad crash at 20, now you're 50, 60. You're like, I'm going to take my time down these steps, just like racing. I've done this a long time. I remember that crash I had when I was 15, and I hated the way that felt. Now I'm a little bit older. I don't want to take that risk anymore.
Right.
And in this sport, it's on the edge, so it looks bad. But the body's competitive, the brain isn't. And like we said last week, you just deteriorate fast. Even in F1, you're watching Lewis Hamilton, you just deteriorate. It sucks, and it's overnight, right? It's sad, but God bless them, and you got to keep doing what you love. And you know what? Fuck it. Do you have to win? Do you have to win?
Yeah,
do you have to have money? Do you have to have all the girls?
You just got to win. I don't know about the money part.
Yeah, but I don't think you have to win. I think as you get older, you just want to compete still. You want to prove that I could survive the generations. So go out there and have fun.
You coming out for hot dogs? What are you saying? You coming out for hot dogs?
I mean, come on. I mean, sometimes you're still competitive, but you don't have it. I don't think you should hang it up.
You think Enzo Ferrari had that philosophy at his elder age?
I mean, Enzo Ferrari thought he was a shit till he died. He would get an F1 car at 103 years old, thinking he could even start it. But yeah,
I see your point, though.
Yeah,
I do see your point. You're right. If you cannot maintain that fearlessness as you go into your twilight ages or as you get older and stuff like that, yeah, you do have to walk away from these extreme sports, and it is an extreme sport.
All right, I have to get at it, but my hands are up. Ortega was dropping bombs tonight, like he's calling out riders. You ain't good. My hands up. Don't shoot at me. My hands is up. Hands up. I'm not moving.
I don't drop a bomb.
Registration right there.
I carpet bomb, yo. I don't drop smart missiles, man. I just carpet bomb. I know everybody's gonna get some collateral damage.
Yeah. I know. I thought you were just taking out the nuclear side. I didn't know you're taking out the supermarket too.
All right, Shakes, man. Peace,
Love
man.
you guys, man.